Hi everyone, this is Sharon. Today I have a flip through of a journal I just completed for my latest design team project for Lidia at Raindrop Lila. I decided to make a journal that was very sweet and feminine and romantic as kind of a nod to Valentine's Day. I wrapped the journal up in this beautiful plum velvet ribbon, and then I hung a couple of charms that I made to the ribbon, and the images in the charms are from Lydia's Fairy Jewels kit. They were a lot of fun to make. The cover of this book is from, I think it's dated 1910, a really beautiful, nice old book. I love the cover on this. It's called Four Girls at Chautauqua. And it's got these really nice faded pansies on the front, kind of this goldy yellow color to the cover. And that's the back. As we head on to the inside, I decided to line the inside covers with these pretty neutral tree images. So I've got this one on the front. They just seem to go well with the journal. And this one on the back, and those are from the Timeless Tall Journal Layouts kit. I've used quite a variety of Lydia's kits in this journal. I just went through all of them and looked for anything that was really sweet and pretty and romantic that I thought would work with this journal. It's got kind of a neutral flair to it, I would say, probably as neutral as I'll ever get because I always have to put color in mine, but it's pretty muted and neutral. This particular image is from the Timeless Tall Journal Layouts. I'll try to list some of the main kits that I used for this journal. I know for sure I used her Shabby Brown kit, which is one of her newer ones, the Felicity Peachy Pink and Parisian kits, and of course a lot of her aesthetic photo kits as well. I like to incorporate those. So I use this pretty old vintage French fabric for my spine. And then on the first page, I just embellished with a wax seal at the top. Here on this page, I took some lavender that I had pressed and just taped it on with some of this Amity Bloom washi tape. Here I created a corner tuck with this pretty image. And then here's one of the patterns from the Timeless Beauty kit. I just love that. Or not Timeless Beauty, Shabby Brown. There's some really pretty ones in there. This is an antique calling card with the cute little puppies on there. And then this is a French correspondence piece that opens up, if I can get it open. There we go. On this page, I created a belly band with this pretty piece of lace. And that's what the pages look like underneath. This is from a floral book that I have, and I just punched the edge of that. And then in that belly band, I've got these two cards that I made from one of her photo kits, and I just put this pretty velvet on the top for the tabs. And then the backs. I've got some antique French book page, and then I just put some plain paper over the top for some journaling space. On this page, I created these tucks in the corners with these heart images. Now, Lidia has come out with a number of heart kits recently. I think there's at least 3 of them. If you want to look for those, the easiest way to find them, I think, is just go to her new releases section, and you'll find them in there. She's used a number of her beautiful backgrounds to create those hearts. She put them out there for, I think it was like a heart journal project that she was working on. And these are 40% off right now, I know, along with quite a few of her other kits. And so in those pockets, I created these little pieces. And then I just strung some of this gauzy ribbon through there. And then this one. This is an antique book page that I have, And I just incorporated that as one of the pages, and then I use this beautiful image on that page. And then here I've got a tag that I made, put some old fabric on the top for the tab, and this is some Florentine paper I had. And then here's an old book page that I tucked in. Here again, I've got a lace belly band. And then I've got these 3 images, came from the Parisian kit. I just added a little bit of fabric on the fronts of these. Back them with some ledger paper. Here again, I've added some pressed lavender to the page. And then I created this corner tuck, and this is just it's some like metallic foil paper that I embossed and cut out. And then in that pocket, I've got this tag that I made with the cute little lambs. This back I got from a book page. It was the front of a book, and it said, "A Merry Christmas to Mary on December 25th, 1910. And then here is another sheet that was actually taped or glued down to the front cover of an old French book that I had. Here I added some nice old lace to the top of the page. And this is one of the book pages. Here I created a pocket with this beautiful kind of a linen embroidery piece. And then in there, I've got tied up with this twine, a book page, and then this piece that I made. And I just waxed that, so this is what it looks like. And then punch the edge, and then just put this little card in here. Here I've got this die cut piece on this page for embellishment. Here we've got another cute little lammy. I made this side tuck with one of Lydia's embroidery images. And then in there I tucked this antique French postcard. And then I made this tag. This is some old marble paper that I pulled out of a book. Here in the center of the signature, I put a couple of these really tiny, beautiful vintage buttons on there. I had a whole card full of these buttons, and this is the last pair you'll see because there's only one button left on that card. I just love putting those on my strings. And then here I created a pocket with one of Lydia's tags, and then I just strung a couple of pretty little beads on there. And then that's what the back looks like. In the pocket, I took these 2 framed images and just put them together with this jump ring, and then added some pretty bits of lace on the front and did some stamping on the back. And then this is a tag I created. Here in this side tuck, I've got an antique French letter in this beautiful blue color, and I think that's dated, looks like 1868. And then I have this journaling card that I made. Love that beautiful image. I did a little bit of stenciling on the back. I don't know if you can see that or not. I like to keep the stenciling fairly light on the backs of the tags and cards so that you can still write on them. Here I clipped on a couple of neat old vintage photos, and I just added this French laundry tag to this one. Here I've got some more of that pretty green velvet and some fabric and a full button. This full button comes from one of Lydia's kits too. I think it's in one of her boho kits. Here I created a top tuck with this linen piece, and I just stamped on there with one of the tailor-made journal stamps that I have. And then in there I created a couple of pieces that can be used for tucking ephemera or writing. So these are one of Lydia's, in one of her Valentine's kits, I think. And I just used a base of music paper and created a little tuck on the side here on that one, and then this one as well. That flips up, and again, a little tuck there. And actually, I stitched these pieces on, so there's another little tuck there on that one, and this one too, little tuck there. Did some stenciling with paste on this side of the page. Here I created a top tuck with this embossed piece, and then I've got this antique French postcard in there. I love these beautiful lacy images. If you're questioning where some of these images come from, just let me know, because I don't recall all the different kits that I used. Here, another beautiful image in the corner. And then I've got this piece of French ledger paper that I tucked in there. And then this is a card that I made. Some Florentine paper on the back. Here I've got this cute little bunny photo in the corner for the tuck. And then I've also created some tags and cards to go in there. This is a piece of old marbled paper from a book that I had. It's got a date, someone's name and a date of 1934 on there. And this one. Here in the center of this signature, I took some of my watercolor swatches that I did on book page and a couple pieces of sequins, and I just stitched them down to the page to kind of embellish it a little bit. I love this picture, so I didn't want to do too much else on the page. And then on the strings, I just added a couple pieces of lace. On this page, I clipped on some pressed flowers that I waxed and sealed into this glassine envelope. Those are rose petals from my yard. And then I've got this antique French lace on there. That's the page. Here I've got a little side tuck with this bunny photo image. And then in there I tucked this little piece where I've got this kind of wrap or belly band around there. And I created this folder kind of booklet item to wrap around the inside of this piece. And that's what the outside looks like. I just added a little bit of my treated napkin to the inside. And then this is a journaling card. I just backed that with a vintage envelope piece. Here I've made a top tuck with this pretty rose image, and then in there I've got a couple of tags that I made and just did some punching along the bottom of those. Here on this page I've got this vintage photo of this couple on their wedding day, and then behind there I've got this card that I made. Kind of has a Valentine's theme to it. I just added some ribbon on there. And this is made from a library catalog card. I just added a sticker to the back of that. And then on this page, I just clipped in a vintage check dated 1918. And again, some watercolor swatches on there. And that is our journal. I like the sweet little nature of this journal and the size of this book. I think it's really nice. I appreciate you so much for coming along with me today. And until next time, bye-bye. I did forget to mention that this journal will be available in my Etsy shop when I post this video. Thanks again. Bye.